Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. Today we're talking about bat wrap. What is a bat wrap, and is a bat wrap bad? If you've been around baseball at all, especially at younger levels, you're going to hear coaches and players talk about wrapping the bat. Okay, so let's first talk about what is a bat wrap. Most people would say a bat wrap is when the bat gets behind your head or further, right? So basically from here this way. And most people say that when you wrap your bat, it's going to take too long for your bat to get into the hitting zone. Now let's talk about if that's actually true, and then what we tell our players as far as bat wrap goes and the position that the bat should be in when we're going to launch the swing. For me, the bat has to get somewhere back behind their head a little bit. Okay, so if you watch most hitters, what you're going to typically see is the knob of the bat is going to be pointed somewhere at the catcher's feet. You'll see some guys tip the bat a little bit more and get it almost at like the catcher's glove. And you'll see some guys in the major leagues that really get it tipped up here. For me, I don't want to get the bat too far this way. I think if you're here, you're probably tipped a little bit too much, and that is probably a little too far. But you want to get the bat pretty much back somewhere right behind your head. And if you do that, you're going to have the knob pointed pretty much at the catcher's feet or at his shin pads, okay? So let's talk about why this is the good position to get into and why you need to have the bat back here. So if you saw our video on the back elbow, how far the bat is wrapped or tipped behind you has to do a lot with back elbow positioning. So let's talk about why the bat has to get somewhere in this position. In order for me to create the proper sequence in the swing and get into a good launch position, I've got to be able to pull back and I've got to be able to get my elbow up, okay? That's going to allow me to use the ground, allow separation between my upper half and lower half, and really be able to allow me to create some bat speed. In order for me to pull back and get my elbow up, as you can see, the bat is going to get tipped and I'm going to have a little bit of bat wrap behind my head, okay? I'm gonna get into this position. If I don't do that, if I don't pull back and I don't get my elbow up, if I just put my elbow down by the side, you can see the way the bat goes, all right? So the bat doesn't get behind my head at all. But now I can't really pull back and I can't get my elbow up. Once my elbow starts to go up and I pull back, you can see the position of the bat. Unless I try to make this move right here, which feels pretty uncomfortable, okay? So again, if I go here and my elbow's down and I need to get my elbow up and pull back, when I do that, the bat gets back pretty much right above my head, okay? And that knob is pointed again at the catcher's feet. So if you haven't seen the video on pull back or elbow up, go back and check those out. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but that's the position that we want to get into. Now, most coaches that teach to not wrap the bat at all, they also teach elbow down, okay? And we've talked about, again, why that's going to be problematic. It's not going to allow the swing to work in the proper sequence. You're going to lead with your elbow and drag your barrel, and a bunch of bad things are going to happen. When I was younger, if you think about way back in Little League, and when you go around the Little Leagues now, you know, the universal coaching points, at least in my area, is I want to have the knob facing the other batter's box. I want to answer the phone, and so you see a lot of hitters like this, elbow down, bat like that. And from this position, I am never going to be able to create good sequence, and I'm always going to lead with my elbow. This does not look like a major league hitting position at all, okay? So if I want to get into good hitting position, again, watch me here. Here's where a lot of coaches will talk about, okay, no bat wrap. Here would be bat wrap. This is the position I've got to launch from. So in order for me to get into that good position, to get my elbow up, to pull back and be in a good position to launch and be able to resist my upper body against the turn of my lower body, I have to wrap the bat a little bit, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Again, if you're getting here, well then yeah, we can tone that down. We don't have to get into this position. I can pull back and be right here. So I would call that bat wrap. And all I would do with the player is take him, okay, if he's here, well then I'm just going to pull him back and I'm going to try to get the knob of the catcher's feet or the catcher's shin pad, and I'm going to try to get the bat right above his head. And now that's all I need. I'm in good position. My elbow's up, I've pulled back, and I can launch. Okay, and that is not a bat wrap. That's going to allow the swing to work in the proper sequence and the time out perfectly. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that answers everybody's question on bat wrap. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video with all your friends. Give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Check out the description box below. We've got a bunch of stuff down there for you guys to check out. We've got a deal going on with Plate Crate. We've got a link to our Patreon site where you can support the channel. We've got a bunch of other stuff that we recommend down there, so definitely check that out. And that's all I got. Good luck to everybody, and we'll talk to you later.